So in this video, we're going to settle once and for all why I think AI-generated art, it's not art and can't be considered art. And some of you will not agree with this, and that's fine. Leave the comments below. I'm always happy to engage into discussions because this is important, guys. This is something important for every creator. There is a line. I think there is a line that determines that something is art and it's not art. So, okay, this is what I think. AI is like a parrot, right? A parrot can shout, help, help, but do we really think that he is in need of help? It's very convincing and very efficient at creating those help sounds, but it's not actually asking for help. But when we see this painting from Edvard Munch, The Scream, we feel that this is a genuine expression of help. It's an expression of the zeitgeist of the time that the artist lived, an expression of a whole life, forging a style, a whole life living experiences. And the shapes we see on this painting, the distortion of the face, the environment, and the way it's painted are created because of these life experiences, because of the time that Munch lived in. And it couldn't be created otherwise. And that's something that AI can't have because AI doesn't have a life. It can be very good at imitating variations of this painting based on that style. It's very good at recognizing shapes and patterns, but it fails at generating the underlying vision that can create the artwork in the first place. And this is the main reason why AI-generated art is not art. It's not because of the shapes it produces, since they are visually appealing. It's because those shapes lack a profound intentionality and underlying human vision and a life experience, and is just extrapolated from existing human creations. It's not adding any original content based on a new personal way of seeing things and experience reality like any artist would do. Content is intimately linked to our instincts. And I will explain it this way. When we see the paintings from Lascaux and Altamira, 9,000, 10,000 BC, where hunting scenes and representations of the animals are the main motives because they represented the most important moments in their existence to conquer dangers, to get food, to survive. Some believe these representations of the animals would be for them as real as the actual experience of hunting and would help them to face their fears in reality. At the beginning, art was a magic way to conquer a reality that was very threatening. It was a way to express the instincts, the instinct of survival, which is very linked to organisms, to the way organism and life itself express itself. The instinct of survival, the instinct of expansion, instinct of conquering the reality around, it's something that is intimately linked to us being organisms, living entities. That's something that is always going to disregard AI-generated art as art. For the primitive artists, the represented object was as real as the object itself. For example, let's see these praying Sumerian figures, the so-called square temple statuettes. Sumer is considered one of the earliest civilizations in the world around 4000 BC. Here we find worshippers with clapped hands and wide eyes expressing a sense of devotion. These statues were actually perpetual worshippers on behalf of the person they represented. They were equivalents, they were the same person. But the individuals could be present in their statues even if they were not on the temple, even if they were not alive, for perpetuity. These sculptures were praying for them because it was a projection of them. It was there in the reality to actually pray for them. And they believed it was real, and they believed in the real power of art to change and transform their reality for better. Fast forwarding this, art evolved in many ways, and even nowadays, art has retained this magical aura. Contemporary art ramified itself in myriads of expressions because it transitioned from society values to individual values, but still exactly the same as the Sumerian statues. An artist creates an artwork that is a representation of himself. It's there in the world to influence the world, and this is still a powerful, magical tool to influence reality and is intimately linked to our instincts and to our passions and to our way of seeing the reality in the time the artist is living. The point I want to make is art is linked to humanity in a way that nothing else is. It is deeply connected to our instincts of survival. It is deeply linked to us as organisms, as bodies, as evolved animals. And if you're going to go that way, it's intimately linked to the will of the universe. We're talking now about philosophy, about Schopenhauer's will, about Nietzsche's will of power and expansion is linked to the ultimate will of expansion of the universe. That's something that AI will never be able to understand because it's not a living organism. How unique we are and how unique our artistic expression is something that we need to remember. Hey, if you like this content, if you feel this content appeals to you and resonates with you, subscribe, and this will help a lot this channel and keep me going. And I'm always going to bring up interesting topics, thought-provoking topics, especially for creators and with the threat of social media and AI and how we are coping with this. Art is equally about the process, the journey to get to the final result, and the process is as important as the final result. The process of translating something that you feel inside into something outside, it's something extremely complicated. It requires suffering, it requires a process of introspection, it requires moments of disbelief, moments of sadness, but also moments of joy and moments of amazing feeling that you have accomplished something, that you have overcome a resistance. The feeling the artist feels when he has created something is unbelievable, is indescribable. There is nothing else like it. You have built a bridge between your interior and the exterior. You have projected yourself in the reality, and you have created something that can actually influence others. That is a direct expression of your instincts. And when you type a prompt and you get a result straight away, and there is no effort involved in it, there is no real satisfaction, is it? There is no real feeling that you have overcome a big resistance. So simply pressing a button is definitely not a creative process. If anything, the creative process is happening in the code, in the people who wrote the code to generate the image, in the database that a code is using to generate the content. But this is definitely not happening in the artist's mind. Is we're combining images from actual artists with the only driving force of satisfying the prompt. The technique is not personal. And in fact, AI is becoming average. It's up to the code to generate those images, not up to the artist. AI is helping to avoid the learning and forge of a technique. So please, if you want to make a good photograph, learn techniques of photography. If you want to compose music, learn harmony in order to find the most efficient way to translate what you want to express. So that costs effort, but it will be extremely more rewarding than typing a prompt. Unfortunately, YouTube is saturated with videos, how to create images effortlessly. Are we shaping up new generations that don't value effort? It feels to me we are educating a society that believes in the shortcut, in the minimal effort to achieve results, because it's meant not to be easy to express yourself until you develop some skills. The truth is that the impact of the AI-generated images is going to deeply transform the way people perceive images. Nothing is going to be the same, and that's fine. We need to adapt to the times, but let's never forget what we have been doing for thousands of years. We have the ability with our creativity and intelligence to transform and elevate the reality around us, and art is a way to do it. In every field, real success comes from real effort, and there is no other way around it. So my friend, reach for excellence and quality. Find that flow that allows you to connect your soul with exterior reality and make a better world. Thank you.